And good evening and welcome to episode 21 of the Vegan Hour. And say something, guys.
Hi.
You meant to go, yay! Or something. I wanted some enthusiasm there. Okay, good.
Stage fright.
Stage fright. Okay, it's we've got to wait for a few people to come on here this evening on episode 21, Tuesday, June the 13th. I am joined by Stephen O'Brien from Flower of Life Bakery. Thank you for joining us, sir. You've got your hands full there. And who have we got here? This is
Mr. Unicorn.
yes, we have we have Zali and Jackson in the background there. Hey, you guys are live. You ever been live before?
Yep.
Just their whole life.
Just their whole life is live. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And I can see people coming in thick and fast, and their names popping up there. So that's awesome. So let's just see how we look on my browser here. And there we go. Yes, we are there. Yeah, we're definitely there. Okay, we're off and running. Okay, guys, now this is, as I said, episode 21. Tonight we're going to be talking about the wonderful Flower of Life Bakery and what's been happening since Stephen was last on the show. Because I think when you first came on the show, was that just before it opened or just after it opened?
It was just after.
Just after it opened. That was, what, September last year, I think?
That's
yes,
right.
yeah. And it's been exploded since then, and it's been very busy, popular. Lots of people know about it now. It was a new people didn't know about it then, so it was about time that we got you to come back. And so let me just mention a couple of events. And interestingly, coming up this weekend, the first event, Stephen will be there, and that is actually the Love Child Markets run by my friend, or our friend, Abby Jones. And that is this Saturday starting at 10 a.m. at Mermaid Beach. Right beside her shop, which is called Love Child Place. Now, this will be the second of these markets. She had the inaugural one last month, and it was
fantastic.
Fantastic.
It was awesome.
Yeah,
It was meant to be torrential rain, but
yep.
I think all the energy of it kept all the weather away, and it turned out to be a fantastic day.
Yeah, and it was surprisingly good turnout of people, wasn't it?
Oh, it was fantastic.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if you missed out on that one, guys, this Saturday, 10 a.m. The actual address is 2436 Gold Coast Highway. A few people have said that they had a little bit of difficulty finding it. So basically, it's Gold Coast Highway at Mermaid Beach between Sportsman and Bondi Avenue. So, and Cindy says, looking forward to Saturday. Yay! So, yeah, we'll see you there, Cindy. So it starts at 10 a.m., goes to 3 p.m. There's food, fashion, and last time there was flowers as well. Anything that starts with an F.
Flower of Life.
And flower.
Starts with it.
That's right. That's right. So also on Sunday, if you're in Brisbane, which funnily enough I will be, head down to New Farm Park from 12:30 p.m. for the Vegetarian and Vegan Society of Queensland Vegan Barbecue at New Farm Park. So yeah, if you're in the area, I'll see you there. So we have a whole we got a whole vegan gang here tonight.
We do.
We have vegan dad, we have vegan kids, which are sort of little monsters tonight. What are you, Zali? You're a unicorn.
Don't kill me.
What? I don't kill animals, especially not unicorns or any other animal. Jackson, what are you?
I'm a reptile.
You're a reptile. Any particular type of reptile?
Dinosaur.
Aha! I knew it. I knew he was a dinosaur. So thank you, everyone that's joining in and watching. So, guys, I just want to ask you, do you mind if I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You're vegan.
Yep.
Oh, yes. Tell me, how does it feel to be vegan, Jackson?
It feels amazing, and you don't really be sick.
Oh, that's a good benefit. Yeah. Yes, Zoe. Yes.
It's better vegan because you can still make the same thing.
Yes,
This
and
is true.
that's true. Yes. So, what's your favourite thing? What's your favourite food?
Meat and donuts.
Meat. Meat and donuts.
Vegan.
But what's it made from?
Bacon.
Yes, vegan bacon.
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 Bacon. Yes.
Yeah.
What about spaghetti?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti's pretty good, isn't it? Eh? Spaghetti and pasta. I heard that was your favourite dish.
Not pasta.
Not pasta? No.
Spaghetti bolognese. Isn't it? Yeah.
And Brian says, hey, Steve, Jackson, Zalia. Did he get the spelling right? I think he did. He's done pretty good. Anyway, it's Zali is easier to say. And Alison says, hi, Harry. Hi, Alison.
And hi.
And what? What's your favourite food? Really?
Sausage roll.
Sausage rolls, that's it, sausage rolls.
My
Yeah.
favourite fruit is mango.
Mango's a good fruit. So do you guys really love that your dad has got this wonderful bakery and you can just go along and get all this great
For
food?
free.
For free!
Yeah, good
Yes.
That's even cheaper than I pay. That's fantastic.
I like golden kiwi fruit.
You like golden kiwi fruit?
Yeah.
Golden kiwi fruit.
Yeah.
Nice. Actually, I found out today that kiwi fruit has another name.
Chinese gooseberry?
Yeah. Of course you'd know that.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
Was there a punchline there?
No, there wasn't. But yeah, I don't get out enough because I didn't know it was called Chinese gooseberry. So
Well, it was Chinese gooseberry before.
before, yes, but that's right. Yes, I was educated today about that.
Just like we adopted the pavlova from New Zealand.
Oh yes. What was it called in New Zealand? Who knows?
Someone can message
Yeah,
that,
somebody
please.
let us know what it was called. So anyway,
What's your favourite number?
that's 161.
Nice.
161.
Yeah, 161.
What's your favourite colour?
Blue.
This is Zali interviewing Harry.
Yes, this is we've shifted direction. Apparently, I was needing to be interviewed. So good on you, Zoe.
This is
What else?
vegan hour.
What
with
else
Zali
would you like to know?
and Harry.
How about I ask you, Zoe? How long have you been vegan? Is it 1
2
year?
years.
2 years. Wow,
Yep.
that's pretty
A
impressive.
little bit longer than 2 years, but at least.
A bit longer than.
2 years and a half.
Can I tell
That's
you a
exactly
joke?
right.
Is it yeah? Okay.
Is it an appropriate
Is
joke?
it an appropriate joke?
Don't know.
Okay, we may have.
Have we got a delay?
No, we don't have a 10-second delay. No. Tell us a joke, and then we'll get into this interview.
What's your name?
Harry,
What color is the sky?
blue,
What's the opposite down?
up.
Harry blew up.
Oh, Harry blew up. What happened if I? Oh no, okay, that's good. Yeah, okay, right. Okay, and we all look good. Thank you. Thank you, Alison. Now, one more joke, and then okay.
What did the egg say to the other egg?
What did the egg say to the other egg? No idea.
Have an excellent day.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course. Okay,
Really?
so tell me, Zali, what do you like about being vegan?
I like eating food.
You like eating food, yeah, but you like eating vegan food.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm a
So
sandy
what-
animal.
I'm playing on the computer, so you can't do it.
But you don't have to be vegan to be playing on.
That's true.
You do.
Yeah. so anything that you used to eat before you were vegan, you can still eat now. Veganized, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Vegan dairy eyes.
Vegan dairyized. Yeah, even the dairy can be veganized. Yes. That is cool. What is it? So your favorite food from Flower of Life is
Spaghetti and donuts and that meat thing
and all of it.
Yeah.
And all of it, yes. Okay.
Except for
All right.
custard. She's not a
Now-
custard girl.
I'm a
Oh.
And he's
And
not
actually,
a custard
so this is something I want to ask you once we get into the serious part of this interview. It's some of the popular, because I know the custard is pretty popular,
Oh,
isn't it? But yeah.
Custard is
And what about you, Jackson? While we're just chatting with you guys, what do you like?
everything.
Sausage rolls, right?
Yeah.
Anything else?
I like
Donuts.
the Facebook sign and it says like us.
Okay, there we go. Right, so let's get. That's a little chat with the. Brian says the favourite is vanilla slice, and I can't even pronounce your name says. MN says Harry Bowlman. Yes, Harry Bowlman. And okay, Amy says, how long have you been vegan, Steve? The questions have started. So a bit over 2 years.
Same amount of time exactly as Zoe and Jackson.
Yeah, you guys all went vegan again.
February 21st, 2015.
God, you actually got the day.
Yeah.
I wish I knew the day because it's so long ago, but I wish I'd
That's
actually.
probably more like smoking though. If you can't
Yeah.
actually remember the day, you've
Yeah.
definitely given all that up.
Ah, yes, that's a good point. That's a really good point. Okay. Now, Judy says, hard to go past Flower of Life when we head down the coast. Yeah,
Thank you.
I notice that my car, especially when I'm heading south, tends to automatically go into that turn-off lane.
Yes. Sucks you into the slip road.
And that's right. I have to make sure that I've got to hang onto the wheel. It's really like, ah! Yeah. So, and Kale says, yeah, the vanilla slice is so good. So let's talk a bit about Flower of Life. So the
Sure.
vanilla slice is quite popular by the sounds of it.
Absolutely.
Because-
it's probably, the vanilla slice is probably the single most popular sweet.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
The most popular savoury would be split hairs between potato pie
Oh yeah. Yeah.
and sausage roll.
Shy says their onesies are so cute.
Yes.
They are, aren't they? They're the cutest onesies I've seen any of us wearing tonight.
But what
Um,
about my tail?
What about
so-
my tail?
Sorry, so the most popular savoury is
Oh, sausage roll or
Sausage roll, yeah.
potato pie.
or potato pie. Yeah, that's.
I mean,
good.
there's you can usually tell when you're at the markets what sells out first,
Oh, of course.
and that's the most popular because we take equal amounts and we haven't really learned yet.
So okay, so talking about markets, I actually just want to talk a little bit more about the market coming up this Saturday. But also, I want to find out a little bit, go back a little bit with the history of Flower of Life.
Sure.
And some of the how you come up with some of your creations and all of that stuff as well. So, and for anyone that hasn't been to Flower of Life, it maybe if you're on the coast and you haven't been, or if you're visiting next time you're visiting the coast, what would you say the easiest way to describe how to get to Flower of Life? Because it's at Helensvale.
Yeah.
Like, do you have the turn off?
Exit
Exit.
60, isn't it, Jax?
Always ask kids for directions because they will know because they always say, are we there yet?
No, it's exit 78.
It's opposite movement. It's not exit 78. Thank you, sir.
Don't ask kids for directions.
Opposite
You
moving.
just
World.
said
Opposite movie world. So if
Yeah.
you're heading north,
Yeah.
you take a little exit that takes you off the left of the highway and you go under the M1
like
and you come out the
63.
other side. And if you're heading south, anyway. So it's opposite movie world. And you're open now. Let's see, 6 a.m. is it?
Yep, 6 a.m. till 4 p.m.
Yeah,
7 days.
7 days a week
Yeah, and public holidays till 1.
till 1. Okay.
That's it.
So everything there is 100% vegan, which is fantastic. Which is a whole market that
Even me.
once you tapped into, even you're 100% vegan too. Yeah, long day, kids, eh?
Mhm.
Yeah, long day. They'll wind down in a minute and they'll be upside down sleeping like bats, as people in onesies do. Okay, so let's see. What meat substitutes? Cindy says, what meat substitutes do you use? Was her question there.
Okay, so mainly it's a TVP mince that we use. That's in 7 of the 9 different flavours. Yes, you heard right, 9 flavours of pies.
Woohoo!
And
Yes.
Some
it's a-
your pies are so good.
Thank you, sweetheart. It's a seitan we use in the chicken pie, in the chicken flavoured pie. We've got a curried chicken pie, and also we use it's a type of seitan in the sausage roll, but it's a much softer seitan.
Okay. So, Kashina says your pies are so good. And Amy says Helensvale North exit, that's what I remember.
That
And
is.
Alison says, can you see me on this, Harry, or can I just see you? No, it's a one-way mirror. Can't see you there, Alison. You can see us. That's how it works. But we can read your
Your text.
yes, we can read your quotes.
And thanks,
Anything you
Katrina.
type in. And Mitzi says, cuddle them a vegan cuddle. Cute little vegan munchkins. Oh, there we go. Don't step on the floor. We've had our first.
That was me.
We've
Can't
had,
take me anywhere.
we've had our first live stream accident. Water all over the floor. There you go. There's a flood. There's a flood in Burley. Okay. Don't step in it.
I did that on purpose.
So, and
Ooh.
Cindy says, yum, can't wait to try them. Okay, so, Flower of Life. How did that come about? I know in our first episode, I think we probably discussed the history of it and that, but I can't remember, it's been so long ago. It was a dream, I dreamed a dream.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about how it all came to fruition?
Yeah, sure. I was looking for a business and I had a list of projects that I'd like to undertake, and one of them was the bakery, and it looked like on the list of projects this was probably going to be feasible.
Yeah.
And looking at the opportunity, because there was a great big vacuum in the market, it seemed like the logical solution. Provide something that the market has none of.
You were spot on in determining that there was a vacuum in the market for it. Yes, definitely spot on, because otherwise it would not have exploded the way it did. And especially considering that it's not like you're in a major retail area or food.
Commercial metropolis. No.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, it is a bit out of the way, to be perfectly frank, and yet that doesn't seem to have.
Well,
Or did you plan that?
Well, I did realise it was not going to be your average local baker. Excuse me, James.
We are talking here.
I know.
Did you have something really important to say?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Jackson has something very important to say.
I love being vegan because we're saving animals.
Yes.
Five.
Yes.
That.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Put it there. All right. He loves being vegan because he's saving animals. All
That
right.
was a very important thing to say.
That was the quote. That was the quote of the night. Please just be careful there. Don't touch anything.
Can I just excuse myself, and
Yes.
I'll position our kids over
Yes.
here.
Okay. So we're just going to relocate the little monsters. Thanks for appearing on the show, guys. And we might see you at the end, maybe. Okay.
Yes.
And then we will bring Steve back. So, and Tanya says, great purple T-shirt. It actually looks, yeah, it's purple on there. That's true.
But it looks blue.
It looks blue
Yeah.
on the YouTube camera. Strange. Okay, so Alison says, okay, never mind. I miss Aussie. It has been over 3 years since I've been there. Time goes too fast, Harry, but you look really well. Thank you, Alison. Keep up the good work. So wish I could go back one day. Well, Australia will always welcome you back, Alison. And, oh, interesting comment from Cindy. Maybe it's time to open a second location in Burleigh. Well, that would be nice. Maybe one day. Who knows what will happen? You never know what the future holds, do you?
It's very possible.
Yes,
Anything's possible. Though.
anything's possible.
Once you think of it, anything's possible.
Anything's possible. So, yes, and yeah, good. Right. So, so did you strategically place?
Oh, that
Yes.
is a good question. Yeah. Look, it was never going to be a local bakery.
Right.
I didn't know where the vegan market was,
Mm-hmm.
as in the vegan population. But the beauty of it is being 30 seconds off the motorway. It makes itself very available
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
people travelling north and
Yes,
south.
it does. So, if
It is-
anything, it's actually a good spot, isn't it?
Well, it is, but except for what I found is, especially going to the love child markets, the most amazing thing is when you're actually out in the public, rather than the public coming to you, you meet a huge variety of vegans, and I found that there's a lot of vegans that just don't have the transport.
Ah, yes.
Right, so they're living on the coast, they're
Yes.
enjoying the coast lifestyle.
Yes.
They
yeah.
really like to come to Helensvale, but the opportunities are limited with transport. So
That's actually a good point, because I have noticed that on the vegan forums that there are quite a number of vegans that don't have transport or using public transport and that.
and that's the biggest benefit of having things like the Love Child Market,
Yes.
the Brisbane Vegan Market.
Yes. Yes.
It just
Which-
opens the possibilities up to people who have
So-
otherwise no other opportunity.
Were you there on Sunday? You were there at the Brisbane Vegan Markets. How did that go?
It was very
Yeah.
wet,
It was, yes.
but
Still
unsurprisingly,
Yeah.
Vegans come.
Yes. Yes.
They support, and it's a fantastic market to be
Now,
involved in.
I believe these
Fantastic community.
Brisbane Vegan Markets, which have been on once a month, are now going to twice a month.
Yeah, I don't think it's a secret. Johnny's
Yeah.
advertised it.
Yeah.
It's now going to be, I think he's calling it a twilight market.
Ah, yes, starting at midday
Yep, and going till 8 p.m.
till 8 p.m. Yes, and that'll be on the. Do you know which Sunday of the month that is? First Sunday or?
No, I think if I'm, look, I'd probably rather not say rather than miss.
Yeah, I did read. I did read it somewhere on Facebook in the last couple of days, but I didn't take note of
Yeah,
which.
sorry, Johnny.
So Johnny will actually. Johnny is actually on the show in about 3 weeks' time. Yeah, it's actually on the show early next month, so I can ask him then. So a couple of. This is. I knew tonight would be quite dynamic. I knew with the little munchkins that it would be interesting. I thought, what the hell? Let's just do it. Let's just, you know, throw caution to the wind and let them just sort of, you know, just hang loose with it. You know.
The truth be known, Harry didn't really have a choice.
Yeah. Do you like how I sort of made that sound like I knew what was going on and I had control of the situation?
Sorry.
Now, Amy says, oh, Nicole says if you go down to Byron, she'll manage it. There you go. You've already got somebody who wants to manage it in Byron.
Thanks, Nick.
That's awesome. Amy says, I love your location, Steve. It's in the middle of the coast and south, in the middle of the coast and south. Love it. Okay. Well, yes, she loves your location. Did I miss a word there? No. Okay, and Matt. Hey, Matt. G'day, Steve and Harry. How are you, Matt? Saw the pictures of you giving the speech there on Saturday in Brisbane. Good on you. You rock. And Amy says, love your location, Steve. It's a central location, right?
Yeah.
I always go to the markets too. Excellent.
Thank
So for those that don't know, yeah, we were talking about the Brisbane vegan markets, which have been on one Sunday a month. They're now going to go to 2 Sundays a month, that's actually really, that's big. That's big. So they're doubling. That's in the background. If you guys paid particular attention, you may just see a dinosaur pop his head up in the background. and he's gone over there now. The next one will be a unicorn. Oh, look, there's a unicorn.
Oh, hello.
Where's your unicorn
He
head?
opened the door while I was
Thank
playing.
you.
Tell you, I can't. This is a non-serious show tonight. This is light and fluffy tonight. Okay. So this is pretty big. The fact that those markets started. Let's talk about the Brisbane vegan market. They started late last year, I think.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Would have been, well, I don't know exactly, but I think it was about November.
Okay. Yeah.
Again, Johnny, you can come
Yeah.
up with the
Johnny-
accurate answers here.
Johnny, why aren't you watching?
Someone text Johnny.
Anyway, and in that short space of time, we're only 6 months later.
Yeah.
They're now going to increase double. 100% increase to 2 a month, which
And it's probably lucky. Yeah, it's probably lucky that it's actually been inclement weather for the last 2 months because there were so many people at the previous one.
wow,
I mean, look,
Yeah.
please. I mean,
Yeah.
the more people, the merrier.
Yes.
But, but seriously, a lot of people.
So obviously, as a vendor there, how do you perceive? How do you perceive it? It must be really, really encouraging to see that many people coming along.
It is. It's really huge. There's so much diversity there of food too. I mean, you can get some awesome food. I mean, of course, you can get a cruelty-free pie.
Well, is there people there doing that? Is it?
I believe so. Maybe a sausage roll too,
Okay.
and the odd vanilla slice.
Yes. And Patty from Florida says, love you guys. Thank you. All the way from Florida. That's nice. And Abby says, hey, Steve. Hey, Harry. Hey, Abby.
Hey, Abby.
And kids. Seriously, such an amazing business doing exciting things for the vegan movement. That was a very nice
Thank you so
thing to
much.
say. Abby, thank you. And so, yeah. It's very encouraging from a business point of view, obviously,
Oh, it is.
to see that success happening, to see that the customers coming through, but also just from a vegan point of view,
Yeah.
to see the support of vegans.
I had absolutely no idea the generosity, the support that you get being a vegan business. I mean, it's incredible. I did not know what to expect, so I didn't have really an expectation, but I'm very humble.
I said not playing.
That's good.
That is
Okay, Zali's not playing,
She's not
everyone?
playing.
She's not playing.
No.
Just make a note of that.
Yep, not playing. It's a very humbling experience. Every day we have people who, and I love seeing it, people for the first time they come in, and you know they're there for the first time because the biggest smile erupts on their face.
Big eyes, a big smile.
And then the next question is, it's kind of an incredulous look, and they say, okay, so what part of this is vegan? Which part? Direct me to the part in that huge cabinet that's vegan. Sorry, please.
Okay, guys, we're having a serious conversation. You guys just go and play in the car.
Please.
Go.
But
Off you go.
you said you're not allowed.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
let
all
you
right.
go. Okay.
Thank you.
So,
No, that's not the car out the front.
no, they're not playing with my car.
No, this is
I've-
a little green.
I parked my Ferrari further down the street so they could not get anywhere near it. Anyway, Oh, did I say Ferrari out loud?
Yes.
Damn it, people know how to drive now.
Yeah, and you don't drive a Ferrari, isn't it a Maserati?
It's, yeah, actually, you noticed. Do you see the white Maserati out there?
I did.
Yeah, okay. Okay, just for the record, I got rid of the Ferrari. Okay, so then they're incredulous. They ask,
Yeah, it's
which part of this is vegan?
Yeah, which like
Yeah.
they're literally not believing that it's a vegan bakery.
Mm. Yeah, so.
And then you've got Omnis come in, and
Yeah.
they don't really care. I'll have a pie.
Yeah, I'll have a pie. Did they come in and say, I'll have a pie knowing it's a vegan place? Is that, or you're not sure?
I have a funny story.
Yeah.
A lady came in. I'm not sure whether this is entirely appropriate. It's not. It's
No,
not.
but if
It's not
it's-
completely inappropriate, but it's a funny story.
If it's not appropriate, we definitely want it on the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a lady comes in.
Who turned that car on over there? Right,
Thank
it's
you.
too loud.
Yeah.
Leave it off.
Thank you.
Okay.
So a lady comes into the bakery. It was Saturday afternoon, and she said, "I'll have a curry pie, thank you." And so I'm reaching in to get the curry pie out with the tongs, and she says, "Oh, is it beef?" And I said, "No, actually, no, it's not beef. It's made from TVP mince." And she's quizzing the look on her face, and it's like, so what's that? And I said, "Well, it's textured vegetable protein." "Oh, no, no, I can't do that. I can't do that." And I said, "Oh, well, I tell you what, look, don't take advantage of this, people, but I do occasionally offer Omnis the opportunity to sample the pie before paying for it. So what I'll do is
Yes.
I'll ask them
Yeah.
to, if they would like the pie, have a bite of it. If they don't like it, no questions. If they like it, pay me."
Mm.
So, and I think it's almost a vegan thing to do.
Mm. Yes,
Um,
yes. I know of another vegan business that will actually offer Omnis their money back if they're not happy. 100% vegan business, and they haven't had anyone take them up on it. Because because their food's too good, like your food. So
Well,
yeah.
she still said, no, I can't do that.
Can't do that, really?
I can't do that.
Okay.
And I'm like, well, what else do I have to offer? And then she says, "Why did you tell me?" And it's like, well, you did ask.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
yeah.
you asked if it was beef, and
Yeah.
you want me to lie to you. That's not a very vegan thing to do.
No.
So then she said, I'll have just a plain one. So I pulled the plain one out, put it in a bag, gave it to her, charged her $5. That was it.
Yeah.
She didn't ask.
Yeah.
So I wasn't going to tell her. So that was a bit of a funny experience. And you do have those from time to
She
time.
didn't realise the plain one had TVP in it.
The curry one, it was vegan, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I'll have the plain
The
one.
plain one. It's a funny story, but it's an interesting point, though, isn't it? Because it's a conditioning, isn't it?
And it's a lack of connection. I mean,
and it's a lack of connection.
yeah.
Yes.
And the fact that there
yes,
was
yeah.
vegan written above my head, you know, I mean, there's a
Yes.
certain amount of
Yes. Yeah.
blindness. And
Yes.
I mean, it is the Omni thing, though. It was three months after turning vegan that I actually started experiencing this awakening.
Ah, you start to see the light a bit more.
I
Yeah.
did. And the connections all started coming into place, you know, with the planet and the animals and
Excellent.
and I'm almost positive that would be something that other people do feel.
Oh yes, it seems to be a common thing when I ask people about what is some of the benefits or the experiences. Is it a lightness?
It's all right, you can have a go in a minute.
Don't you just love kids?
Mm-hmm.
This is why I've got 27 of them.
Wow. That's a number.
That's quite a number, isn't it? Yes, yes. I also have a big imagination. But it's that people talk about a lightness, and just a whole realization of seeing the way they were before and really understanding things so much better and thinking, how could I have been like that before? What I found interesting is that it says up here in the people watching that you're watching, which is quite an achievement considering as you're sitting here.
And Jackson's on my
I
phone.
think somebody's commandeered your phone. Yeah.
Hi, Jax.
Good on you, Jackson. How does it look? Or no, he's not. Are you posting comments?
No.
No. Okay. This would have to be the most loose vegan hour I've ever done. I've given up having any format with this one. Okay, so I think we've covered the Brisbane vegan markets. I think it's really, really amazing what's happening there. So you're a regular there.
Yeah.
And you're going to be there every fortnight.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So you're going to be even busier Do you sleep at all?
Sorry.
Yeah, sleep, exactly, yeah. Because being a bakery, you have to start really early too, don't you?
Well, I don't necessarily start.
No, you don't have to personally be there.
I've got some awesome staff.
Yeah.
In fact, I'd like to take an opportunity to
Big shout out.
thank my awesome staff. Yeah, I couldn't be doing this without them. And you know, we've had some challenges with staff initially, and we've been able to meet those challenges and pretty much sail through. But we've got an awesome crew. Really awesome.
Well, fantastic. You guys rock, and I'm sure they put the hours in and
they
just
do.
make, yeah. And if it wasn't for you guys, Flower of Life wouldn't be looking after all us vegans. So what would you say percentage-wise? I mean, I know you've got a huge vegan following, but it sounds like you've got some Omni following there too.
We do. We have tradies come in.
Ah, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Tradies love their
Tradies
pies.
love pies.
Yeah.
And so we've got a pretty regular contingent of tradies coming in. Not a lot, you know, probably 10 tradies a week.
Okay.
And but that's enough. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, look, if it was 10,000, it'd be better, of course. But
Yes.
10's a good number.
Yeah. And do you find any comments or anything from them? They just
no. Look, I think when it comes down to it, especially at 6 o'clock in the morning, I mean, like you've got very little choice.
yeah, right.
So
Okay.
if
Yeah.
you're going to be in the market for whatever it is, pie, sausage roll,
Yeah.
vanilla slice, even a coconut milk, you know, we sell the awesome Rebel Kitchen coconut
yes.
milk. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's a few others on the market, but that's the
Yeah.
one we sell.
Yeah.
And you know, it's just something that they are coming back for every day. So obviously the flavours are there.
Yes.
And I think that's probably one of the biggest successes for me is that, you know, I mean, of course, you're going to get people coming in, they don't know it's a vegan pie.
Yeah.
But once they find out it's a
Yeah.
vegan pie and they're still coming back, that's
really good. And I'm actually, if it's a tradie, I'm actually picturing or wondering if they go and have their pie somewhere. And it's interesting. You've just said hi. That's pretty clever. You just said hi to yourself. Yeah, thank you, Jackson. But I'm just wondering if those tradies are like, you know, sitting there, have the pie and go, man, this is good, and it's vegan, you know, telling their mates. There's got to be some percentage of that happening too, you know, and hopefully, and they're going, you won't believe this is vegan, this is so good, you know. So that I hope that sort of, you know, flows on a bit from there.
Well, I'm sure
Another
there's
thing-
some sort of workplace banter going on.
Yes, there would be.
Yeah,
Yes.
and to a degree there'd be positive and negatives, and you
Yes.
know, maybe some of them
Yeah.
are saying that
Yes.
it's a vegan pie for the fear that they will get discriminated against.
Well, we have seen. It's funny. We have seen some. Getting the comments coming back from your phone.
What am I saying?
You're saying you're welcome, and Alison says send some pies fast to New Zealand. We'll see what we can do.
I'm not sure if we can actually do that.
Do you don't send out?
Not international. I
No.
mean,
What, locally?
we deliver.
You do deliver?
On a wholesale. Yeah, we.
Okay.
It's something that we haven't discussed.
Yes.
I thought it'd be a good idea to try and get pies into schools, considering that my kids are at school.
Excellent. Yes.
And
yes.
I found that pies are a kind of a red flag in tuck shops.
Yes, because of their traffic light rating system
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
I'm
Smart
not-
choices. Or
Yeah, they're always changing it, but I'm not sure what the latest one is. There's a question there whilst it's up from Louise saying, where are you based? And Louise, this is Helensvale on the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
So Louise, are you on the coast? It's opposite Movie World. If you're on, well, even if you're not on the Gold Coast, it's still opposite Movie World. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, it's still in the same place.
When you fly in, it's
Yes.
equidistant between getting off at Brisbane and getting off at the Gold Coast.
Yeah, there you go.
So you can fly in either
So-
Brisbane or the Gold Coast.
So sorry for that interruption. So back to getting pies in schools. They have a health. It used to be a traffic light system.
Yeah, it is.
It still is,
It
isn't it?
still is now.
Right. Okay.
They might operate in a slightly different way, but an Omni meat pie is a red flag
Yes.
because of the fat content.
Yes. Yeah.
For various other reasons, I don't know.
Yeah.
But our pie comes in at amber.
Amber.
Which
yeah.
means that they can have so many amber.
Yes, so many amber choices.
Yeah,
can't they?
choices.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
we haven't had all 20 schools, but we've got 20 schools on the lower part of southeast Queensland who have acknowledged that they would actually like these pies.
Excellent.
Yeah, yeah. Jackson,
Excellent.
can you please give it
That is really good. Wow.
a go? Yeah, yeah.
So that's another area that you're moving into.
Yeah, it's well, as I said, it's basically a lot of the stuff that I do is driven by personal choices myself.
Yeah.
And
Such as?
well, for instance, the pies.
Yeah.
I'd like my kids to be able to experience.
I see what you mean. Yes.
Tuck shop
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
And at the moment, tuck shop life is very limited
Yeah.
for vegans.
It probably would be too. How do you? Actually, Jackson, I want to ask you a question while you're here.
Yes.
At school, is it hard to find vegan food in the tuck shop at school? Jackson's back with us now.
Yes.
It is.
What
What
can you
get at
What
school
options
that's
are
vegan food?
Well, Dad got us sausage rolls.
Yeah. Other than Flower of Life, is
I
what
get
else?
fruit.
Fruit. Yeah. And what? Nothing else. Everything.
Ice blocks, like normal ice blocks with ice and
With-
flavor.
Yeah. And that's it, isn't it? So it's fairly limited. So okay. So
And tomato sauce.
and tomato sauce.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you can have
Thanks for
tomato
that,
sauce.
Jackson. Thanks for that feedback. That
with anything, yeah.
James says, "I love Flower of Life. The potato pie and bolognese pie are so good." Louise says, excuse me, Zoe, excuse me. Sorry, can you turn that down? I'm in Newcastle, but heading to Goldie in July. You should sell your pies at the Gold Coast Marathon weekend. I bet they would go off.
I'd love an invitation.
Yes.
How do I find out who to talk to?
Yes. Do you
That's
have a
fine.
Louise? If you have a contact,
Please,
you can PM Stephen. You can PM me, and we can follow that up.
Thank you.
Because there's a lot of different. You've been popping up in a lot of different events
Yeah.
and things,
Yeah.
haven't you?
Yeah, it's look, we're enjoying a little bit of fame.
Yeah, it's a great feeling, isn't it?
Well, if people like what we're doing, we're very happy to provide it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, especially when it's ethical fame, if that's
Yeah.
the right word. You know, it's
Yeah.
all for the good of the animals, the good of mankind, the good of the planet. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. You know, so
It is a very nice thing to be doing.
it is. It's a fantastic thing. I mean, you sleep well at night, knowing you're doing the right thing.
Sleep. Did you say sleep?
Oh yeah, we said so. And Louise says she will PM. It says I'll PM you a link. So either
Thank you so much.
probably if you can send it directly to Stephen would be best, because he can it doesn't have to go through me. So that'd be good. So what are some of that now? I've seen you pop up at different markets. Flower of Life has also supported like different charities and stuff like that as well.
Yeah,
Is that right? What are some of the things you've been involved with there?
Well, we'd love to give back to the community that are very much supporting us.
Yeah.
Farm Animal Rescue, we'd like to support. Sugar Shine, we'd love to support. Coast to Coast.
Yes, big shout out to Farm
Big
Animal
shout,
Rescue, Sugar Shine, Farm
Sugar
Sanctuary Kelly from there, and
Shane, Coast to Coast.
Shane at Coast to Coast Animal Friends. Yep, yep.
And all the stuff that Anna is doing up on the coast there.
Oh yeah, on the Sunshine Coast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bakes ours for farmers, right? Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. That's Anna the Bug, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Big shout out to Anna doing the bake sales for Farm Animal Rescue on the Sunshine Coast. A fantastic community of vegans, isn't it? It's just really,
Totally
really
selfless. It's just
this is the thing, actually, selfless. Yeah, really, spending time, money, energy, just to help the animals and to create awareness. It's fantastic, and doing it in different ways that their talents allow them to do it in. Kamaluxadas says, I had one of your pies at the Brisbane markets. Yum. Yes.
I wanted to meet you.
You'll have to make yourself known, because so that introduce yourself the next time you're at the markets here to Stephen, because you're personally normally there, aren't you?
Yeah.
So introduce yourself. So this is a wonderful thing that Flower of Life is doing. It's giving back to the community that has supported it so well. So
Well, we'd like to.
yeah. So when you started last year, did you have any projections or any idea of how well it would go? You did say earlier that
Look,
you knew it was an untapped area.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's something hard to put a number on.
Mm.
I still don't have a number, and every week that we do have an increase, I'm
Mm.
very grateful, and
Mm.
I'm still amazed that there doesn't seem to be a ceiling yet.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
But we
So-
are extending a little bit wider than I first
Yeah.
envisaged. I never thought we'd be doing markets and things like that.
Yeah, yeah. So, yep. So markets and helping out with the charity type events and stuff like that. That's awesome stuff. And then also further down the road, that maybe expanding from one location to maybe
Yeah,
more than one
well,
location.
we have on pretty much a regular basis people asking us to open up in Burleigh,
Yeah.
Surfers, Brisbane, Sunny Coast, Byron, Sydney, Adelaide, Perth,
Wow. Okay.
Bali.
No, I know why you picked Bali. You want to bring it. Right. He's not coming back. Yes, that's good. So who knows what the future may hold?
Well, it's looking very bright.
Yeah.
It's very exciting. It's exciting every day.
So, is it hard to make a pie?
No.
Oh well, we've just had a voice from the wilderness. Zali, can you make a pie?
I can make pizza because you just roll dough into pizza and then put it in the oven and then decorate it.
Excellent.
And new bacon.
She's off camera, but maybe you heard what she said there. And unfortunately now she's on camera. I mean, so pies are a similar technology. You've got to know how to make them and mould them and all that. And
Well, I think essentially pies are easy.
pies are easy. I'm thinking some of your other creations.
Well, pies are easy, but then they're hard. I mean, like, you've got to get the pastry right.
Yes.
I mean, that's a technology.
Consistency,
itself.
texture, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Once you get the pastry, then it's about the filling,
Yep.
right? And there are some pie manufacturers out there that have.
Don't forget a shout out to Soul Soup, Steve.
Oh yes, Soul Soup Kitchen.
What's her name? From Soul Soup. I can't remember her name from Soul Soup.
Oh,
Damn it! Sorry.
I'm not looking like I've forgotten.
No, I can't remember her name from Soul Soup. Sorry, you'll have to give me her name because I've forgotten. Yes, but Soul Soup does it every Thursday. I think it's every Thursday afternoon from 5 o'clock in Southport or Labrador. I think it is. They do a charity thing to feed the homeless.
They do, and they do an awesome job.
All the food that they prepare themselves is vegan. Yes, they do accept. It's Naomi. That's right.
It is Naomi.
Yes, of course. Sorry, Naomi, I couldn't think of your name then. Sorry. But yes, all the food they prepare there is vegan, and they will accept donations from the community that sometimes may include food that's not vegan. But so I'll just qualify that. Yeah. But they do a fantastic job there. I had quite a few friends really speak of them very encouragingly. So a big shout out to you, Naomi, too. So
and all the girls who come and pick up from me. And that would be Kelly.
Yeah.
And again, I'm now sure that. Now, for me, it's actually quite late in the evening.
Yes. Yes. It's a long.
That'll be my excuse.
It's a long day. You're doing well.
Thank you.
You're doing very well. I mean, I had a 40-hour power nap this afternoon. 4-hour power nap.
40-hour power nap.
40-hour power nap. 4 hour. Okay, 4 minutes. Something like that.
He gets up early with his bike riding too. So.
Yes. No, I think you beat me in getting up. Was it Courtney? Was another one of the girls from? Yeah. Okay. So, but I'm thinking, so the pies, are relatively easy, probably compared to the vanilla slices and getting something like that. Because when that came out, a lot of comments I read from vegans saying we never thought we'd have another vanilla slice again when we'd gone vegan, and then yours came out. It was like, oh!
And croissants were the next vanilla slice.
Right? Really?
Yeah.
They were the next one. Croissants. Yeah.
Well,
I like how you call them. I call them croissants, and you say croissants.
Well, it's trying to be a little bit fancy.
Yeah.
Right?
Croissants.
Because we do chocolate croissants.
Oh yes, that's right. Try eating them without getting them all that. Oh my god. You just get chocolate all over you. I ate one once and I would, yeah.
Well, the
They
second
had to
most,
clean me off with a fire hose. Just chocolate all over. It's terrible. So,
the second most popular croissant would be the ham and cheesely croissant.
I don't think I've had that.
Oh.
Ham and cheesely.
Yeah, well, we say cheesely because
Yeah.
we don't want to be falsely advertising. So
Yeah.
when we actually do,
I call it spam and cheesely, maybe, or something. I don't know.
well, we call it ham and
Yeah.
cheese, but we
Yeah.
spell the ham HAAM.
Ham. And,
Yeah, and then cheese with a Z.
Yeah, with Z, yeah, of course.
And
Yeah.
chicken with a
Yeah.
Y.
Yes, yeah.
Because then people go, well, you guys either can't spell,
or you've been up too long today. And
but then they can't get you for false advertising. So,
that's a good point. Yeah. So that was the vanilla slice. People went, wow, didn't think we'd ever see another one. Then the croissants,
croissant.
and then they were like, oh wow, we never thought we'd ever have a croissant again.
Mm.
So
And then we had a new baker start about 7 or 8 weeks ago, and it just went to a new range. The croissant went just ballistic, and our wholesale orders of croissants pretty much tripled within 2 weeks.
wow,
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it went from 1 to 3.
That sounds like, I love it. That sounds like something I'd say.
No, seriously, our wholesale customers are really loving the croissants. Yeah.
I love how people can do that with percentages and stuff like that. Make it sound really good. Went from 1 to 3. That's good.
Yeah, we doubled that. From 2 to 4.
That's right. It sounds impressive when you say it the other way. So
100% increase.
100. That's right. 100% increase, which is what I was trying to say earlier about the Brisbane markets. 300% increase. Yeah, it sounds massive when you say that. Yeah, that's political speak, isn't it? That's how you do it. So and so you're always on the. I assume you're always on the. I should never assume. A good interviewer shouldn't assume. Let's ask a question. Are you always on the lookout for
New product?
new products?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And frequently my staff come to me and say, oh, can I do this? And I'll be like, oh, that sounds really good. Yeah, please.
Yeah.
So
Excellent.
look out for cheesecakes this week. Did I say that? Sorry. Put a little bit of pressure on you, Janine. I'm sorry.
You heard it first
Yeah.
on the Vegan Hour. So this is a new thing coming out this week. The cheesecakes.
Yeah, we had a new thing a couple of weeks ago. Somebody rang up and said, "Oh, can you do a banoffee pie for it's an office thing?"
Yeah.
And I was out that afternoon, and I rang back the next morning. I said, "Yes, we can do a banoffee pie for you." And she said, "Oh, great, but I've ordered it from somewhere else because you didn't ring me back yesterday afternoon." So I thought, "Oh, I'm sorry." So we put it on the menu for everyone else. Yeah, so we've got little mini banoffee pies.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. I like them when they're mini because then I feel less guilty eating them.
Well, it's a guilt-free shop.
Yeah, well, of course. How did I even say the guilt? That guilt word didn't even enter there. But when you've got a pie that's, it's got its own gravitational field because it's that large, and it enters the room before you, you feel compelled to eat all of it.
Really?
I feel, hang on, I'm going to go into first person speak here.
Yeah.
I feel compelled to eat all of it. And then I feel compelled to ride about 1,000,000 kilometres the next day to try and work it off.
Yeah.
It's an uphill battle.
Oh, well, see, if you do that, then you're sort of forced to try the next thing on the menu because you have a little bit too much the first time of something and it's done. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we make smaller
Yeah,
portions.
I like small. It's good actually. If you're buying for a few friends or something, it's good. You can get like individual pies for each person, and they can select the flavour they want, and that's so
Well, we've had
it makes it a bit easier.
we've had some orders for. Well, there's one particular order tomorrow. I hope I'm not giving too much away, but for a high tea. And rather than so we do orders.
Okay, so high tea. Now there's something we should definitely make a big mention of. High tea gets asked a lot in vegan forums.
And we can do that. And what we do
there you
is,
go, guys. Flavour of life can so how
we do much smaller portions. Like the vanilla slice is like postcode stuff.
Yeah, right. Okay.
It's, So what we do is we portion it down so that you're not going to get tanked with just one product.
Yep.
Right. So you can have a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and still be able to fit your cup of tea.
Excellent.
Yeah.
No, that's really good because we have had a lot of people wanting to actually be able to go to a place and have a high tea, but this way they can have the high tea at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they can have a high tea organised.
Yes,
which
and you
is
can
what's
cater
happening
to it.
tomorrow. We can cater to that.
So that's what you do. Yeah,
Yeah.
excellent. There you go, guys. That's something that none of us knew about.
Haven't spoken a lot about things like our event cakes either.
Go on.
We just happened. Well, I just happened to be driving down the motorway the other day, and I was listening to one of the Gold Coast popular radio stations.
Ah, yes. Yes.
Shall I mention it?
Oh, I don't think it would matter.
Hot Tomato, if I'm not going to mention it.
Yes. Don't mention it. Yes.
They were having a pay the bill kind of giveaway,
Okay.
and the winner was moving to Dubai, so they had to have a registry wedding because they were wanting to live together but couldn't do it legally unless they were married. So one of the breakfast announcers, Emily Jade, is a marriage celebrant, and she offered to marry them
On air.
in their boardroom. It would have been
Yeah.
definitely on air.
Yeah.
So brain was ticking away. Kids were being kids as they are now.
They're
in the
definitely
car.
being kids
So
over there.
dialed Hot Tomato. Strangely enough,
Yeah.
I got straight through.
Wow.
And what suburb are you in? No, I'm not here for the prize line. I was actually just thinking that we should make their wedding cake for them. Oh, really?
That's
so
good.
we're making their wedding cake, and
Excellent.
they apparently got about 200 other individuals and businesses donating everything from photography to bouquets and wedding dresses.
That is fantastic. So, and then obviously you'll get a mention because
We've been getting mentioned pretty much daily, actually.
from them.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's incredible. I've had so
That
many
is-
people message and come in and say, "Oh, yeah, it's Steve on the radio." So,
See, this is something that I know is happening a lot. If I mention another really popular vegan business, Feed the Earthlings,
yes.
they've also managed to tap into the radio that a bit too.
And they've got the most popular burger.
That's
on
right.
the
They
coast.
got through the bulletin. They got. I mentioned Feed the Earthlings because Tiki from Feed the Earthlings is on next week. So,
Oh,
but they've got Pet's Burger
Hi, Tiki.
and don't know if she's watching, but yeah. We were talking earlier about. I'm going to tie the two together here. We were talking earlier about Omnis coming in and not knowing that they're having vegan food, and this is what Feed the Earthlings has done a couple of times, where they've taken their food and given it to Omnis, not knowing, and it's been very, very well received.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And not only that, she's got a very good program when the AV crowd are out there doing the
Yes,
truth.
that's true.
And Tiki donates,
Yes.
I
Yes.
think, 10 cheeseburgers that they
That's
cut
right.
into portions. And
That's right. Yes.
And
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
people
So-
love them, so they go around and buy a burger.
Yes, because we had Renee from, and we've had Renee and Matt both from Anonymous from the Voiceless in the last, say, 4 to 6 weeks. And yeah, they do fantastic work. And do I see behind me? What do I see behind me there? Is it?
Looks a little bit reptilian.
It does look a little bit reptilian, doesn't it? Yes. So that's a fantastic thing that they've that they're doing. But anyway, we'll talk to them next week about that. So you're doing back to what you're saying. So you're going to be doing this wedding cake.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And they've been mentioning you.
Promoting us.
That's fantastic.
And I was actually contacted. Well, in fact, it's a little bit funny, the story. After I got off the phone, it was about 3 minutes to 9, right at the end of their show.
Yeah.
And I have dropped the kids at school. I'm driving to work. I get to work, and Nikki's out the front. Nikki's our awesome front of house. I think Nikki's actually
Is she?
just there. Hi, Nikki.
Yeah.
She comes running out with the phone, and she's like, "Let's go on the phone." She's bawling her eyes out.
What have we done?
And I said, "Who is it? Who is it?" She goes, so hello. Anyway, it was the soon-to-be bride. Absolutely, just
over the moon. Yeah.
so
Very
grateful.
good.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it turns out that her bridesmaid's vegan. Go figure. Go figure. And I think there's a story behind the husband being either dairy-free or
Okay.
egg allergy or something as well.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
so us donating the cake
Yes.
there was very high level synchronicity.
Yes, that is fantastic. I love it when that happens. That's
Yeah.
really cool. Wow, and she was immensely grateful.
She was.
Yeah.
And she still is.
And
Yeah,
she still is. Yeah.
She's,
It's fantastic.
and
Yeah.
there's actually quite a bit of other universe connection happening there, but
Yes,
it's actually
yeah.
to do with something quite different in my personal life. But again, it's like a real moment.
I love it when that happens.
Oh,
I'm just going to go off that for a moment and say, if any of our viewers tonight can find the reptile on this live stream, you get to be a guest on the Vegan Hour. Maybe I shouldn't say that.
and we might throw in a voucher.
And we, okay, yeah.
We do that.
Yes, okay, there you go. So if you can spot the reptilian creature, I don't know, I can't see any reptilian. Oh well, they missed out.
Yeah, you got to be quick.
You got to be really quick. You've got to go. You've got to be like spot on quick, and then you'll get. Somehow reminds me of a scene from the movie Signs when they first see the alien.
Have you got a foil hat?
I can get one made pretty quick. I see that reptilian back there. So if you want a voucher from Flower of Life Bakery, oh, there we go. Nikki was straight onto it, and Gopal's watching. Nikki gets a voucher.
Nikki, you can have a free sausage roll.
Yeah, just reach into the cabinet behind you.
Actually, I know what Nikki likes.
Yeah, it's it.
She like. Okay, I'm gonna tell them, Nikki. She likes the buttercream icing.
The buttercream icing.
I mean, who doesn't really?
Well, of course, this is what I've always said.
Yeah.
So the buttercream. Yes, okay. We've got somebody that's spotted the reptile, and it's Jacques Fraser. Is that how do you say your first name? Is it Jacques or Jacques Fraser? Well, Jacques, you have spotted the reptile that's running loose in the studio, so you get a Flower of Life voucher. What will Jacques get?
I don't know. That's
This is very. This was,
come in and sample one of our pies on me.
yeah, how's that? Okay, yes, come in and have a pie on the house at Flower of Life Bakery, because it was very much spur of the moment that I did that. And
You better stay out of shot.
Yeah, you better, it's going to be a lot. It's going to cost a lot of pies. So Steve didn't know I was going to do that. So, and Nikki says, shh, we can't tell. You can't tell anyone that she likes the
buttercream icing. No,
we can't mention that.
Safe with me.
The vegan buttercream icing, we can't mention that at all. And Jacques said, always too busy at the Brisbane vegan markets to come to your stall. I will make sure I make it over at the next markets. Excellent.
Well, please do. Just come to the side and say hi, it's Jacques, and tell me which pie.
Yeah, done. Steve will be there, so just mention that it was from the Vegan Hour, and as we start winding up tonight, Steve.
Wow, where did that time go?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like that, isn't it?
Oh, well, when you're having fun. Right?
When you're having fun. We've had a lot of fun having the kids. The first show I've done with kids on.
Yeah, I know. And as per the usual, kids and animals, very unpredictable.
Yes, very unpredictable, and that's all right. We're
when you have
with
kids that are animals.
That's a good point. And the whole time we've been talking where they haven't been in camera, they're wandering around the other side of the camera, they're staring at us, they're waving, actually Zali is now, he's nearly getting in the camera on this side. Zali is now, she's lost interest, so, but our Tyrannosaurus Rex is there, and the reptile just made it, as Jacques says. So we didn't really talk too much about your vegan journey. That's what I was going to say. We didn't talk too much about that. So you're vegan. Done. Okay.
And for life.
Oh, there we go.
Flower of Life.
Flower of Life.
Vegan for life.
With the V on it. Yeah, there you go. So excellent. Anything that you'd like to share that we haven't talked about?
I just want to thank everybody for your support. It's incredible. Like I said, it's humbling. We want to do some fantastic things, and there's yet to be more fantastic things to come, I'm sure.
And you already are doing fantastic things. I've got a reptile trying to bite my head off here. And you are, yes, and you do fantastic things. And in case you missed at the beginning of the show, you'll be able to catch up with Steve and get some wonderful Flower of Life goodies this Saturday at the Love Child Markets at Mermaid Beach, starting at 10 a.m. And there'll be a link to that. Will there be a link to it? Anyway, I'll mention it in the comments.
Search Facebook for Love Child Markets.
Yes, actually, I posted it on my page, a couple of posts before this live stream. So
And
it's
there
on
will
my
be
page.
one posted on my page too. And also, not to forget, on Sunday,
On Sunday,
Ego Markets at Pottsville.
the following Sunday.
No, Sunday following Saturday.
Not this Sunday, the following Sunday.
Is it?
Yeah, you one Sunday. It's the 25th. Yes, that's why I didn't mention. I didn't
Thank
want to
you.
confuse.
Thank
too
you,
many,
Universe.
didn't want to confuse too many people. So
I
you'll,
actually thought I was.
so
I thought I
you're,
was on for Sunday.
so you'll
as
be
well.
there as well.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so I will make a mention of that now. Lucy has got the eco markets at the Kingscliff Hall. I think it's
That's it, not Pottsville.
yeah, Kingscliff Hall at Kingscliff on Sunday, June the 25th. Starting time, I'm not quite sure because I'm not quite sure of the starting time, but I'm going to mention that next. Yes, I'm going to mention that in next week's show in any case. And would you believe that I'm getting a wind-up signal from a Tyrannosaurus Rex? That's the floor crew for you. That's what they refer to him, you know. Yeah.
What, Tyrannosaurus Jax or?
Yeah, Tyrannosaurus floor crew. And Abby says, so excited to see you guys Saturday. We're really excited too, Abby.
Abby, I'm sorry I didn't get your poster printed.
Yeah, sorry, but anyway. So thank you guys for everyone that's been watching. The YouTube version of tonight's episode will be online hopefully tomorrow night, if not the next day. So by Wednesday or Thursday night, it will be online. And you can still ask questions even after this live stream is finished. You can still type questions in, and either myself or Steve will see the questions and we can answer them because we'll be tagged. So
Questions are good.
questions are good. Yeah, if you've got any questions about Flower of Life, we've spoken tonight about their opening hours. Renee says, nice work, guys. Hey, Renee. Thank you for watching. We've spoken about their opening hours, their location, and their products and that. But if you've got any questions, please ask them because Steve is the man. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Harry.
For joining me again tonight. This has been episode 21 of the Vegan Hour on Tuesday, June the 13th. Next week, it's more food. It's more food. It's the winner of the Gold Coast Best Burger competition from about a month ago, I think, from the bulletin. And that is Feed the Earthlings at Broadbeach. And Tiki from, it's hard to, I'm doing my best. It's to concentrate. Tiki will be joining us next week and telling us how they won the best burger and what goes into their food. So these shows are designed to make you hungry, and they're designed to get you supporting these wonderful vegan businesses that are just a dream come true for us long-term vegans who never thought we'd ever see anything like this. So guys, have a great week. Try and stay dry because it's wet here on the Gold Coast and it's meant to rain for a few more days.
Oh, it's not going to rain on Saturday.
But it's not going to rain on Saturday because Abby has a good connection with upstairs, I'm sure of it.
Oh, yeah. From last time.
From last time when it was meant to rain and it didn't. It was a perfect day. So anyway, I'm waffling on. Have a great week, guys. Remember to live vegan and save lives. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon and good night.